Okay, test, test, test. 1, 2, 3. Okay, test, test, test. 1, 2, 3. All right, we are working. Awesome. All right, let me get my Chromebook set up so I can monitor chat here. Power it up. See how it works. All right. Do 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 do. All right, where are we at here? Good. Woohoo! Well, we don't need to hear that. Thank you. All right. Pop out chat. There we go. Jay Sargent, hey, welcome, welcome. Do not have trouble. Well, basically, this is the first setup since since it's been at the Midwest Gaming Classic, and it did fine during the party. And I'm probably going to stream it tomorrow, but I figured I'd clean it up a little bit. The ball is absolutely trashed. It looks. I wish I could give you a close-up of it, but it's kind of like instead of being chrome, it's just silver in color because it's all got little fine scratches on it. It's crazy. But yeah, other than that, we're working good. And happy Friday, definitely. All right, we got the notebook set up here. Just need to grab some tools, and we'll get cleaning, and we'll take a look at the playfield and everything. And my son Ian's been playing this. He said the flipper is not returning on. Yeah, so we'll take a look at that too. Wish I had better camera angles, but appreciate you stopping in and saying hi. All right, let's see. Where do I want? Let's. This is all just. You know how I fly. This is all just kind of set up, just on the cuff here. All right, super quick setup. Nothing serious. We're just taking it easy. All right, that looks pretty good for that. And let's see. We'll just. All right. There we go. Working now. All right, so the battery died in the mic, and and so yeah, luckily I got the VDU meters on the one display here, but so yeah, thank you very much for joining in, and glad you guys are here. We're gonna do a little work on top hand here, hopefully, but yeah, I'm glad to get the last little bit of use out of the mic battery because 9 volts aren't cheap. But let's change displays here so I can see what's going on. How's everybody doing today? My day today was actually pretty good. It was surprisingly slow at work, so I was able to do some different stuff. I was able to do some inventory spot checks and whatnot, and that's nice to do just from a variety standpoint, just doing something different. All right, let's see here. That looks pretty good there. Let's see. Good video on the AM searches. Well, thank you very much. It's mainly because of your people's comments, you and other people that have reached out to me that have had shuffles and stuff. It's like, I need to do a video on a large switch stack, because that can be really intimidating, so I really appreciate it. All right, let me turn my computer around here so I can see what kind of views I'm getting. We'll get you a better view of this up here. All right, where do I want to go with it? Let's swing it around this way. That looks, well, apart from having the cord in the lens, that looks pretty good. Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, I like that. All right, let's change my lighting here a little bit. Sorry, things are just gonna moving around a whole lot. Oh, that's better. Having these big lights are nice for certain things, that's for sure. All right, stabilize my rig a little bit. But it's great info that you can use it for any switch, like the self-cleaning information. Oh, you bet, definitely. So Ryan, how's it been going for you? You having a good week? All right, that looks pretty good. I like that view. All right, so let's see what's causing our hang up here. Maybe just a weak spring. The right one is good. I should probably verify the screw tightness too. What do we have for screws? All right, those are Allen's. Okay, so I'm going to be going back and forth in and out of here. All right, just kind of out of shot, but I'll have the mic, which is what I really, really enjoy about having the wireless mic here. Is that you guys can hear me pretty much no matter where I go in the darn house. It's really got a lot of travel on it. All right, so first stop will be Allen keys. And I guess I'll go to the other end of the shop, basement, and grab screwdriver assortment. Yeah, let me grab my big assortment of screwdrivers here. I wish I could have chat with me, but I could take the tablet around, but that's okay. Yeah, let's just run with that. Okay. Do 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 do. All right, Ryan M, doing all right. Thanks. You are welcome. You are welcome. All right. I got my nice assortment here of screwdriver bits and stuff. This is Wheeler Engineering is what this is. And this kit is actually for gunsmithing, but I really love it because it's got like 20 different sizes of flatheads in it. Actually, it's got more than that. The bulk of these are flatheads. So you can really match it to a screw, especially if you got a stubborn one. So you got a much better chance of getting it out. All right, let's see here. So I'm going to test or make sure that my Allen screws are tight first off. That's a good thing to do just from a maintenance standpoint. When I went through this machine originally, these coils, the little brackets that they're on, were only held on with one screw. Because I'm sure at the factory they went, well, you only need one. And yeah, they loosened up pretty quick. And I drilled out the brackets so there was more screws. So they got 3 screws holding them into the wood now instead of just one. All right. Coil's pretty loose, but that doesn't mean much. So the left one is where I'm having trouble. It's kind of hanging up a little bit. And it might be just my spring is a little weak here. I don't know. Yeah, it's probably what I'll do. I'll probably end up tightening the spring on it. It's got a spring return on it. All right, let me crank my... There we go. Now I can see chat. A little easier. All right. Let's pull off pull off the bottom coil stop there. Well, it's actually a coil stop, but I could probably use some Loctite on here. Yep, I was worried about that. It's like, that came off a little easy. I just broke the screw off. Well, that just got a little more complicated. Of course there's nuts under there. That's why the screw broke off. Ah, dummy. All right. Now we're taking it off the hard way. I kind of forgot about that. Well, at least the screws didn't come off, so that's something. All right, this just got to do a longer repair than I wanted, but I should be able to take that. I don't think that screw's going to be too big of a trouble to get out. Just got a nut on the other side of it. Loosen that nut. Should come right out. Just didn't want to take it all apart, that's all. All right. Okay. Working on top hand. Wish I could have some music on, but oh well. Alright, here we go. Oh, suppose I should unplug it. Only because I'm dropping screws in there. Okay, there we go. There it is. I suppose technically I should have a towel down. That's probably a really good idea. I'll probably grab one. Should have got one right behind me. Good tip. Put a towel down. In case you drop a screw and you can't find it. That way I won't be laying on a relay. Alright. Bummer with a screw snapped off. Usually happens to me. There you go. Alright. Who says you can't have music on? YouTube says I can't have music on. Well, technically, I could have music that is, you know, I don't know, doesn't have rights to it, I guess you could say. But, yeah, so I don't need contact matches, and it wouldn't ruin the channel, but, you know. Alright, here we go. Alright, so we got that off. Now I need my 1/4-inch drive set. Elevator music, yep, exactly. But surprisingly enough, some of that has even been copyrighted now. So some of the old stuff from like the 60s and whatnot, now they've kind of copyrighted that. Not that I've tried to use it, but... Alright, here's my 1/4-inch drive socket set. Okay... Yeah, I definitely like YouTube's, what is it? YouTube's policy that they got worked out. You know, it's not going to shut down my channel or anything if I have copyrighted music on there, but I won't be able to monetize it, which isn't the end of the world. But, you know, the video might not be allowed to stay up or get muted in certain countries, and it's just a big hassle. Dan Marino, hey! Welcome. Hey, Jeremy from down in Maryland. I appreciate you joining in. Thank you. Just doing a little work on top hand. I think I got to, this spring is probably a week. I got to crank it another maybe third. My son was just saying something on that, so we got plenty of play on it, so we're good there. But I just snapped a screw off on the on this assembly, but it's no big deal. I'm sure as soon as I take this nut off the back of it, it'll come right off. I just forgot that I backed it up with... nuts, which is a good idea because the coil stop didn't come off, so yay for me. But, and there's plenty of screws sticking out the back end anyway, so I'm sure I can grab it with the pliers and get it out. Alright, I'm gonna have to hunt in my stash and find a new screw, which shouldn't take long. Alright, Dan says my son-in-law got a space mission EM and I'm trying to help him get it working. Whoa, congrats, nice. You have any troubles with it in particular? Or? The main thing from my experience is just, depending on what your goals are, of course, just go through it from the power plug on and just check everything over. It's because it's when you end up taking the short route and it's like, oh, let's try fixing this, and no, that's not working, let's try fixing that. Then it just ends up... biting you in the butt, and you end up spending more time on it. All right. Coil stop's good. Not going to worry about it. Coil sleeve's good. Love that pin, Lucky. Nice. Dan says, last we started cleaning the relays with some sandpaper and it's broke by alcohol. All right, so the main thing, one thing that's totally awesome about pinball is you can repair it any number of ways. If you're doing sandpaper, that wouldn't be my choice, but if you're doing sandpaper, you want to follow it up with something to get rid of any particles that are left behind. So, and watch my recently released video on adjusting contacts. So, gotta plug that. All right, so here's my bracket. And let me get some pliers here. Oh, I don't even need pliers. Maybe. All right, so what we got here. We're kind of blowing out on this. Which camera are we on? We're on this one. All right, so let's. I don't know if the auto brightness is going to work on this one. Let's do that. Looks like someone sprayed WD-40 all over everything in the head. Ooh, yikes! Isopropyl alcohol is good. That'll clean it up. All right, let's hit that camera. We'll turn on. We'll see what it does. I can turn on the auto brightness of it. White balance should not. There we go. That's better. Boing. Let's see here. Brightness, auto. It's not going to let me do that. What? Oh, that's why. That's why everything reset on this camera, because I had to unplug it and plug it back in right before the stream started. All right, that's a little dark there, but we'll bump it up on the gain here. That's better. There. That looks a lot better. All right, so what we got here is we got this bracket here. And this screw is broken off because I broke it off. But I didn't realize I had nuts on the bottom of it. But it's actually turning up this way. So I don't even need pliers or drill that out or anything. So lucky there. All right, let's go apply. Okay. And okay. All right, sweet. Let's see, Douglas Rarity. Hey, welcome. Thank you for stopping in, enjoying your videos from Indiana. Thank you. You're welcome. You are welcome. And thank you for the thank you, because comments like those keep me making more videos, so thanks. Dan says we're able to get the score motor working and the score wheels going fairly well. Awesome. Good deal. Biggest problem is there is no chimes for some reason. That's little stuff. You can fix that later. Hey, Bill. Welcome. Nice username, Bill. I like it. I was working on the ball trough on my 60 Major League. All the balls came flying out and hit the score motor and are now won't start. I think it changed the score motor switch blades. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, that's... And with the recent video I put out on the large switch stacks, adjusting those, that would be really helpful there, because the main thing to remember with even switches on the score motor is there's only two states. They're either going to be in one state, which is, let's say they're on just a cam, a solid cam, and there's only one dip in that cam, so they're only going to be fully one way or fully the other way. There's no in-between settings, so it's, if you think about it that way, it's really easy to adjust. And if they're on a cam that's got like points, you know, like let's say it's a switch that's actuated, and it's got like a cam that's got a whole bunch of points around it. All the points are the same height. So you just adjust the switches where they're not on the point and then where they're on the point, and then it's pretty straightforward. All right, so yeah, that really blows. All right, let me find a correct screw for this, which won't take me long. I've got a nice stash of screws here. Maybe I'll bring it out and show you guys. Let's see here. Where is the... Oh, yeah, it's down in here. I need an example of what I need. All right. Grabbing a screw. Thanks for everybody for joining in. I appreciate it. I enjoy the company. I just thought, it's like, you know what? Why not? All right. I'll get some stuff out of the way here. Get to my stash of used pinball screws. Actually, I can't bring it out, unfortunately. I do need a light over here, though. The drawer is kind of jammed in, so I can't open it all the way. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, like I said, really appreciate the company. All right, machine screws. Used machine screws. Well, these look pretty good. That looks almost like it. Let's see if we got a match. It's long enough. Ho-ho, baby. Ding, 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 ding. Perfect, right away. Something underneath that drawer is causing it to hang up, but that's okay. Fix for another day. All right. So, that was pretty easy. All right, I also want to let you know that your videos inspired me to buy a high speed tomorrow. Holy moly, Dan. Congrats. Tell me about the high speed. Tell me about the condition. Tell me about it all. I want to know it all. All right. Okay. That's awesome. That is really awesome. I love high speed. High speed earned a lot of money for its owners. And there's a good reason why. Because it's fun and it's definitely got that one more play appeal. All right. Just assembling this here. All right. And thank you for letting me know that. That's totally awesome. All right. So this is going to be a little tricky assembling this. Well, actually, you know what? It won't be. Yeah, I'll make it trickier. I could pull off the front coil holder on this, but I really don't want to. Mainly because I'm sure I got those screws loctated in. Alright. Okay. How's everybody's Friday going? Bill, how's your Friday going? How's your week going? Dan, how's yours been doing? I don't think I asked you yet. Mine, work was pretty slow today, which is good. It's a nice change. And I wouldn't want it slow all the time, but it's a nice change. So like I was working on inventory and stuff, so that was pretty good. All right. High speed still has a Mylar, so the playfield looks pretty nice with a few touch-ups. All right. Is the Mylar bubbling up over the inserts or anything? I mean, depending on price, you know. Who cares, right? All right, so I got new screws in. We got lock washers and nuts. All right, here we go there. Gotta take the Dremel. I drilled some extra holes in these brackets. Like I was saying earlier, these brackets originally only had one screw on the bottom, one screw on the top where it mounted to the playfield, and that just didn't hold up. Alright, so I'm going to grab my Dremel and just finish those up. Okay, getting the Dremel with the sanding drum, hopefully. Alright, where's my sanding drum? Got my Dremel. Alright, find my little assortment of tools. Those of you that own a Dremel know exactly what I'm dealing with here. Alright, here we go. Tools and bits all over the place. Not falling off, is it? Nope, good. Love my remote mic, let me tell you. It's great. Alright. Mylar looks pretty fine as far as I can tell. Awesome, Dan. I pulled the Mylar off of mine when I worked on it. You know, you've probably heard my story that mine's the Phoenix. I've had it in the house twice. And when I first had it, it wasn't mine. And the Phoenix part is because it was in a house fire, unfortunately. It didn't get any heat near it, but it got water damage. But I was able to clean that up pretty good. But when I initially worked on it, the Mylar was bubbling, and I decided to take it off. And plays really good. All right. Let's see here. Bill says, pretty good. Seen a 1959 Woodware Williams pin, but 800 on the marketplace. Forgot the name. Okay. 59. That's going to be, yeah, that'll still be flippers. So, yeah, I got a 47 that's going to be flipperless. It was originally flipperless, and of course flippers were added because right after that they came out with flippers, and so they added them to everything else. But I'm going to take it back to original, so it should be good. All right. There's some burrs on here when I drilled the holes. I'm sure it kind of helped bite it into the wood there, but that's okay. All right, MPU board was professionally rebuilt last year, says Dan. Flippers have been rebuilt as well. This one, yep, definitely. Yeah, they all had flippers after like 48, 47, something like that. So, well, I can't say all, because Williams made some kind of fancy game that had just big slings in the bottom. It was a deal. Barricade, hey dude, welcome. Glad you're here. Happy Friday. Woohoo! Okay, looks like it has incandescent light, says Dan. There you go. Yeah, whatever your personal taste, whatever you want to do with it, I won't judge. I'll just say, yeah, I think that's cool, or B, I wouldn't do that on my machine. So I'm not going to get mad at you. All right, so yes, I need to add a wind on the spring. So these older systems, what they do is it's got a coil spring wrapped around, and it plays on the flipper shaft here to return it. And this one's just getting a little weak, so I'm going to advance it one screw over, so it's a third more. Barricade says, Francis says hi too. Yeah, I'm really glad I got to meet him. So if you're there, Francis, hi, and thank you for coming to the party, and we all had a good time. All right, so the other anchor end for the screw is on the flipper bushing. All right, yeah, that works. So I will carefully pull this off. Well, maybe I should unhook this end of the spring. Might be difficult to do it under tension. There we go. That'll be easier. All right. Dan says, I think Player 2 alphanumeric display has some missing segments, so I'm guessing I have to look at ribbon cable. I think you're going to end up with an outgas display. But what's nice is you can swap the displays and verify that. And I personally like the original style displays, but you could go LED. So if you got LED right now and you're having that trouble, then ribbon cable or something. But if it's original gas displays, it's probably outgassed. But like I said, you can swap player 1 and player 2 around and determine that. You can even do it while it's on if you want. All right. Just gotta be careful not to zap yourself. All right, now let's crank around our spring. I think the 1/3 turn will work great. Oh, not too much. Beautiful. All right, he heard you. He's next to me waving hi. Hi. Thanks for the friend request on Facebook. Francis, I accepted it right away, of course. So, all right. Let's see here. There we go. Now, where's my screws? All right, so that broken screw was not much of a setback. Had to take it off anyway, just to make it easier to tighten up that spring on the left-hand flipper, which luckily my son told me about, so it was pretty awesome. Oh, big discovery today. My oldest son with autism, Alex, I noticed he's been actually playing the game, Jungle Queen and Vulcan. He actually flipping. And my wife says, yeah, he's been watching your videos even, so that makes me proud. And then I come down very carefully, and he's still playing. And I said, you can keep playing, bud. And he kept playing, and I stood right next to him, made a little video. So I think I'll probably share that with you guys. But it was pretty awesome to see him flipping. He wasn't like chimp flipping or anything. It was interesting. On the when the ball came to the left-hand flipper, he would hit the left-hand flipper. And when it came to the right-hand flipper, he'd hit both. But he was actually not bad and enjoying himself, and I was pretty awesome. I didn't really say a word. I said good job, that kind of stuff. But that was really cool to watch him play and have me stand next to him, because he wouldn't have done that before. So that's pretty awesome. And then I come home last few days, and my youngest son's been playing this one, which I think is great. All right, let's see here. There we go. 2 more screws left. All right. Let's see here. Party went real good. Just had a pinball party, real small. 6 people in attendance, so 6 or 7, and that was perfect. I would have liked about 10, but I certainly have no problem with the amount of people that showed up. I was fine with it. Okay, we got a center screw's a little tough to get in. Dude, that is awesome. Yeah, definitely. Surprised the heck out of me. Alright. Here we go. That is in and tight. This one's probably a little loose, but we'll leave it. We'll see what happens with it. Don't want to wreck them. Alright. And the stroke switch is a bit much on that one. I'll probably tighten it up a little bit. Alright, what do we got? Bill, alright, better than rescuing every ball my grandkids do a lot here at Reset. Yep, there you go. Yeah, Alex is definitely putting some wear and tear on both machines, but, you know, at the end of the day, if it makes him happy, it's worth it. Kind of one of them things. If I really didn't want him to play it, I'd shut off the power to the games or something, but he's got a tough enough life as it is. Luckily, he's pretty darn easygoing, so. Alright, let's see. Let's make my adjustment on this guy. Tighten up the gap here. Yeah, maybe I will end up putting a little more torque on this spring. Open it up just a smidge. Yeah, probably do that. As long as I'm here. As long as I'm doing it. Alright. So first I'm going to release the spring tension on it. I think this one's the one of the original springs anyway. There's that. And then we'll, actually I got to move it back, don't I? Might be too much tension. Careful balancing act with this, especially when you can only adjust it in thirds. Alright, there's one screw. Alright. Dan says, that's cool about your sons enjoying the pinball machine. Oh, definitely, definitely. I mean, my youngest one's 14, and he's kind of a little bit on the spectrum anyway, but it's definitely awesome. Okay. Might be too much spring tension on this one, but we'll try it. Alright. Okay, let's get some water. I wasn't even going to work on the flippers. Here I'm spending all the time working on the flippers. Well, flippers are pretty important, so guess that's okay. Planning on streaming this one tomorrow. Oh, Bearcade, you mentioned something interesting. You said something interesting when I said, you know, I'm thinking about working on a big project, and you said, oh yeah, you know, you just rebuilt the flippers on Silver Slugger, and you just did something else. So it's like, well, for me, those are minor projects. Major projects, what I'm talking about is going through a machine, like, you know, one of my 3 project ones I got over there. The what is it? Straight Flush, Twinkie, or that one from 47. That's a major project where I spend like weeks and weeks on it. So, but yeah, I thought that was interesting. You know, it's all comes to a point of view. You know, rebuilding two flippers on a machine is a major project for somebody that hasn't done it, and I certainly understand that. Okay, that looks pretty good. Okay, hopefully the flippers will work okay. All right, tighten on this other one. Jeremy, what was your first machine you bought? All right, Dan, that is an awesome question, and I really enjoy telling people about that because I think it's a great first machine for anybody. That was Firepower. I didn't know what I was going to end up with for a first machine, but I found a list of collectors on an old website. Actually, it's still around, Mr. Pinball, and I contacted somebody local, and I was like, hey, I was wondering if you can help me find my first pinball machine. And he says, oh man, I don't have anything. I've been out of the hobby for a while. But I have this pinball machine that's been sitting in the garage that was my buddy's, but he's left it here like 10 years, so I'm going to sell it. 500 bucks, it's a part, but I think it'd be a good one for you. And it's like, okay. So I bought a totally non-working pinball machine as my first one. And before I even made that call, I needed to determine if I could fix a pinball machine on my own. I mean, I had worked on jukeboxes, so I was pretty good mechanically and electrically stuff, but could I fix it? Could I get parts for it? So I found Clay Harold's website, and there's a whole bunch of pinball repair tips on there, and he had a whole bunch of common fixes, and it's like, okay, this is a good resource. This was before Pinside. This was, almost 20 years ago. So I did that, and the rest is history. I mean, I had that first one for a long time, and then eventually I got, I think I got the electromechanic one second, I can't remember. Then I got a taxi, but it's really only been like in the 5 or 6 years that I have really gotten heavy into pinball. So that's a great firepower story. Thanks. I had it for so long, played it so much, I ended up selling it, which I'm fine with. Sold it to my friend. He sold it, which is fine. So yeah, it worked out good. Let's see here, Francis. Well, la-ti-da, Jeremy. Yep, there you go. Francis, you're quite the wordsmith. We'll say, well, I'll label you wordsmith. All right. Bill, granddaughter, when she was 4, scared of sorcerer, then I would say, I'm a sorcerer, and then she'd laugh. I was told she was afraid and wouldn't go near it for a long time. Nice. I always forget to clean the plunger. It's black. It's a white plunger tip. All right. So we are good. I'm just going to give it a once over. Make sure everything's good here. Should be. I mean, it's been working good. But, it got like 200 some plays at Midwest Gaming Classics. So I just recently checked stuff under here, so we should be good. I think I can bring it back down and start working on the playfield, which is what I wanted to work on this whole time. All right, there we go. Okay, let's adjust this light here. That's better. All right, how are we looking there? We need a different view over here. There we go. That's better. It's not great, but it's better. All right, I really appreciate everybody coming in and hanging out and keeping me company. All right, we're looking good there. Good stream going, good stream. All right, so mainly what I want to do is clean everything and maybe put some new rubbers on. Definitely need a new ball. And the reason why new rubbers, not because they're worn out, but I've been stockpiling Titan rubbers, and this game would be good for it because it gets at shows, it gets played, it sits for a long time, so I think it'd be good. All right, let's grab an assortment of Titan rubbers, hopefully. Need some light over here. Got a big bag of them. What I do is I buy like an assortment, like, every Black Friday. So I've done that like 3 times, so got a pretty good assortment going. All right, here we go. Get some more water. And keep cleaning. Also, the ball is absolutely horrible in here, man. Granted, it's not a high quality ball anyway, but it's instead of being shiny, it's like dull silver. Which I'm happy with, which means it's getting played. Alright, make sure I don't have any Titan rubbers in here, which sometimes I do. Kind of my stash of work snacks. Oh yeah, there's a bag. There's one bag. Okay, where's the rest of it? So there's one bag. We'll go back and take a look for another bag. Yeah, I don't think this is all of it. Maybe. Don't know. Thought I had more than that. All right, here's one stash. All right, what makes Titan rubbers different or better? Great question, Dan. They are silicone rubber, so they will generally stay a little cleaner, and they're not going to like shred in a high stress situation. They're a little bouncier, which can be good and bad. I don't think it's going to be a big problem in this game. But like in, I put them on the mini playfield on Bride of Pinbot, and the tolerances are a little thicker on them, I guess. I mean, they're the same diameter, but I can't stretch them as tight. So there's a little bit of an issue there with the ball hanging up and bouncing extra in the little mini playfield, but no big deal. 66, I've never seen this one before. It looks cool. I like game pins. Awesome. This game comes in 2 flavors. This is Top Hand, the Add-A-Ball version, mainly for Wisconsin, Chicago, and Wisconsin, Illinois, and New York, where winning a free game was illegal when this was made, which is why this game exists. The other version is Full House, same playfield, similar back glass, but that is a traditional replay game. Whereas this says balls to play, and the ball counter starts at 5 and goes back to 1. If you win an extra ball through various features and stuff, or an add-a-ball, let's say you're on, well, when you launch it, it starts on 5. So if I were to, let's say I got 4,000 points on the first ball, which is pretty tough, it would go to 6. And if it drained on the special lane here, it'd bump to 7. And then when it launched back out, it'll go back down to 6. So you can, the counter goes up to 9. So you can, in theory, play this for a long time. All right, so yeah, 66. All right, so let's, that's a pretty good assortment here. I should be able to, maybe that is everything, but I'm going to check one more thing just to make sure, see if I got any others hanging around. So I haven't fully done a machine in Titan rubbers yet. All right, rubber rings. I won't have any Titans in here. I got some little ones. Okay. Just looking through my stash of stuff. All right, here's a couple. Well, actually, I did do a machine in Titan rubbers. I did, what was it? Electra. Electra had all Titans on it. There's actually not very much rubber on there to begin with. But yeah, that's all. That was all Titans. Okay. I'm thinking that's all the Titan I got, and I just kind of consolidated it all. I don't see any others laying around here. So let's assume that was it. Hopefully I should check the 1-inch stuff, make sure I got enough of it. All right. So this little baggie here was the extras that I had left over from Electra, because I used some. Another reason, another big reason for the Titans is they come in a rainbow of colors. You can buy them in a rainbow of colors. So let's say you have like Pinbot and you're crazy about the red and blue scheme, which I am not personally, but a lot of people like doing that, where they do one side red, one side blue. You can do that with the rubbers too. But I like the Titan flipper rubbers. All right, so these are, so I got plenty of these guys. I don't have plenty of 7/16. That could be a problem. All right, let's see what we got. Of course, my hands are dirty, which is not a good thing when you're dealing with rubbers. All right, what do we got? Let's just sort these out here. It's always good to have an idea of what you got before you start a project. Okay. Sort these out. There we go. If you guys got any questions or whatever, let me know. I love answering questions. I love learning stuff. So, yeah. All right, let's get some of these spares out. I'm not going to use any colored rubbers on this. I do have Titans on the flippers. These are red. I like that. All right, just a little one. Okay, we'll get these blue ones out of here. Doesn't look good for the smaller size. Yeah. All right, what do we got here? Don't really have any post rubber in here. All right, so what do we got? Yeah, so 7/16. got. Could be better. I don't know what size I need for the posts. It's probably supposed to be 7/16. I could use 3/8 as well. And these long ones, I'm not going to have tighten in here. Those are mega long ones. But it's all right. Okay, let's power it on and make sure the flippers work here. They should. Alright, I also made a modification to this because I take it to shows. One thing I noticed that would happen at shows is, well, they shut the power off to all the machines at night on the shows. They just boom. And then next morning they turn it back on. Well, this machine looks like it's dead or shut off because this game didn't have a power switch on it originally. It had a kickoff switch, a switch that would be activated when you like hit really hard on a certain spot, and it would disconnect the transformer or part of the transformer, not the whole thing. But basically, the game would not turn on until you hit the left flipper switch. Even so, I've modified it so when I turn it on, the lights come on right away, even if the game's not going to start on its own. So let's fire up a game. It doesn't care if it has a ball in it, because it doesn't know. All right, that should work. Okay, we'll turn it back on though, because I like it on. Okay, good. All right. Let's, boy, that's probably a big one there. Oh, that one's actually loose. Bound to have little problems like that. I'm not going to fix anything major here that's loose or not. Oh, that actually came right off. Interesting. I wonder if I had a problem with that. All right, well, let's pull off this plastic. Let's get it tightened on here. See what we can do. Part of the problem with the way these are is when you pull the screws out of the posts, they're what's holding the post. I mean, and you know, that's also what's holding the plastic, so it's kind of tricky to get some of these in here. All right. Let's see here. So these are actually under tension as I'm taking these out, so. It can be really tricky. But I love some of these posts. I got like some green posts in here. I think there's a couple purple ones. Try not to bend any switches here, but this one is like a green and white marbled post. Really pretty. Alright. I don't know what's original on this machine, but it is what it is. Okay, let's do that. Then we got the same thing going on back here. There's a big rubber that goes back around. So maybe I can only put a couple Titans on, but better than nothing. Okay, well actually, let's do that. Okay, what size is this guy? 1 1/4. On the newer rubbers, they're all printed on them, or they're molded in the size. This says 1 1/2. Great. I'll bet you this is my one and only 1 1/4. Not 1. So I guess Titans are going to have to wait on this guy, I think. Maybe I'll just put fresh rubber on. Or maybe I'll just leave it and just clean it and say another day. That's probably what I'll end up doing. All right. Yeah, because I'm going to have to maybe come up with a list. Individual ones on here. All right, so maybe that's what I'll do. Okay. If you ever want to see what lengths I went to when I went to this machine, there is a thread on Pinside about this machine when I went through it. And I even polished the metal blades for the switches because you can see them pretty easily on this machine, and it was worth it. I mean, I used, what did I use? I used a chemical. Trying to think of what it is. It's a Brasso kind of thing. Probably is Brasso. But, get this this over here. But yeah, Brasso's okay to use for certain things on a pinball machine as long as you're able to get it all off. That's the main thing, because if you can't, well, then it's going to corrode and cause more trouble. All right, that looks good. Okay. Scrap that idea unless I can use 3/8 on here. Let's take a look at one of these. I probably need 7/16. All right. Bill, like those long blocks. I like those long blocks of pictures on Pinside. Blogs. Okay, yep. Yeah, some of those are really good. Long blogs, yep. You know what? I don't think this is probably 3/8. Hey, 3/8, good. I got plenty of these. We will replace the post rubber on here with this stuff. Titan rubbers. Good. All right. Let's do that. Of course, I polished all the screw heads. Went to town on that. I knew I'd be keeping this game for a while. That's why I did it. Okay, well, we can do something at least today. Besides cleaning. We'll replace all the post rubbers. Barricade says, back to homework. Later, dude. Very good. Thank you very much for stopping in. Appreciate it. Alright, how are we looking here? We're looking good. Okay. I really enjoy playing this machine. I find it's a real cerebral kind of thing. If you're trying to beat the dealer, I mean, there's different ways you can play. You can just bang around on it, which is fine. Or you can just really work at... this would be 3/8, did it? Yeah. Gotta get that out of here. I just put the wrong one on. It is what it is. I don't want 7/16 on here. I want 3/8. Get that off the table. Alright. Put this back on here. I will be taking this game to Expo this year. I like this game because it fits in my car with me without taking my passenger seat out. And I can fit my luggage barely. But if I bring a bigger game with a bigger head, I think I'd have trouble fitting all my stuff in with the luggage, with the camera equipment, all that stuff. So it's partially why I don't bring a different game. But it'd be fun to bring Jungle Queen or Vulcan or something. I will be going to MGC 2 days this year. I'll be going Friday and Saturday. But I'm not sure how late I'll stay Saturday because I'm not staying overnight. That's like a, 2.5, 3 hour drive. But Rebecca and Jordan from Fliptronics are going to be at MGC this year, so I think that's pretty darn awesome. Hoping to meet them and shake their hand and all that stuff. Should be fun. Play a little pinball, maybe. Alright, let's see here. Old rubber's off. What else we got for posts? These Titan rubbers will definitely make these posts a little livelier, that's for sure. That's probably a 7/16, I'll bet. No, 3/8. Alright, cool. We'll keep going on. Good old water. Good stuff to have. It's almost 9 o'clock. Normally about 9 o'clock I end up stopping and playing some SnowRunner on PlayStation, but these last few weeks I haven't been. I've just been Work until like 9:30 down here, so which is all right. Activated that sucker. Buzzing's gonna drive me nuts. I'll wait till I finish this one, I guess. Might activate it again. Okay. For those of you not aware, I generally stream 2 or 3 days out of the week. So I stream on tomorrow morning, should be about 10-ish, 10 o'clock, something like that, on Saturday on YouTube, and 10:30 on Twitch. Username on Twitch is Pinball Mayhem Jeremy. Alright. There we go. If you guys got any questions, you let me know. Happy to answer questions. So it's definitely a fun game to rebuild. It wasn't very worn out. I figure the main reason it wasn't very worn out is it got played. Then when it broke, they shoved it in a corner because this is like the last year for the small flippers. And probably not too long after this game came out, they had big flippers. And now this game was definitely seen as old-fashioned. So, oh, that's got the little 2-inch flippers. We don't want to play that. So, I think that's the reason. The score reels, none of the score reels were worn out. There, you know, it's crazy. Just the flippers were worn out. And one of the flipper bushings were broken on here at one point because the playfield's got a good snarf in it from the flipper bat hitting it. But otherwise, yeah, real good. All right, we're doing good here. Probably should have cleaned things before putting fresh rubbers on, but well, it is what it is. Got a light socket to fix over here too. It's kind of blinking on me a little bit. Alright, what else we got? We got this guy. This one even popped up. Crazy. 3/8. Okay. Dad, hey, welcome, welcome. Good evening, good evening. How's your week been going? Mine's been going pretty good. This is kind of the post-show repairs. Post-MGC show. MGC show repairs. After I set this up for the party, my youngest son's been playing this quite a bit. So I was like, I'll just leave it set up for a little bit if he's going to play it. Otherwise, might start on a major project. Might start working on, what the hell, Williams we got over here. Straight Flush. That's only been a project for like 2 or 3 years. I don't know. I don't know how long ago I bought it from my friend. It's one of them $100 friend deals. Alright. You know, totally non-working EM kind of deal. Alright. So Ian tells me that one of the flippers wasn't going down, which is, I'm glad he told me that because I didn't know it, and just needed to tweak the spring a little bit tighter. These have springs on them. And, yeah. Okay. How many do we got? We're doing good. So I got Titan rubbers, but I don't have enough for the whole playfield, so I'm just kind of doing the posts. Alright. Dad says it's been a busy week, but good overall. Awesome. Good deal. Be interesting to see how this thing plays tomorrow with all these Titan post rubbers. The ball on here was just so bad after having a, 150 plays, whatever it got at MGC this year. The ball, instead of being shiny chrome-like, was like a dull silver. Crazy. Alright. So I'm just changing on all these post ones. Alright. But yeah, I thought I'd do a live stream, and I really appreciate everybody keeping me company. So that's been super nice. But yeah, we'll be streaming this one tomorrow and Sunday. Party was a success. Didn't have too many people show up, but that's actually okay. We had 6 people, 6 or 7, which is fine. Barricade was able to make it, so that was good. And turned out really good. Had a great time playing the Shuffle Alley. That worked out really well. Alright. Let's see here. So basically what I've been doing with Titan Rubber last few years is I bought the little special bulk pack on sale during Black Friday, and done that a few years in a row and got enough to do a couple machines. All right, let's see here. There we go. Yeah, it's interesting. There's no light bulb under this guy or this guy. Okay. Bill, do you have anything Chicago coin? Yes. I have got a Chicago coin Twinkie. That is also a future project. I am missing the lockdown bar for it, but I haven't really gone out in search of one because I didn't want to get one and then feel guilty about not working on it. So, plus it might have prevented somebody else from finishing their machine. So, all right. But yeah, I'm looking forward to working on that one. That'll be the first game I have that has one of those big 4-inch or 5-inch bells in it. So that'll be cool. Okay, that looks pretty good. Yeah, that's all the posts I can do. Okay, let's get out the rubber cleaner. Clean all those rubbers. If I knew what's this one back here is going to be like a really big one, so that's not going to help me out. And I don't have the correct one for here. It's like 1.25 inches, so not going to work out too well. This game has some really big rubbers in parts of it. All right, and the slings are huge. All right, let's find the rubber cleaner and get started on that. Bill says, all right, cool. Yeah. You know, apparently, from what Mark tells me, there's issues with the pop bumper skirts and stuff. They used a different system. So that might be something to watch out for. And the score reels are a little picky. And sometimes stuff breaks in there, so I'll have to watch out for that. Who knows what kind of damage I will find in mine. All right, rubber cleaner. Hopefully I can find some. Kind of hit or miss if I find what I'm looking for. You know how it is. It's like I knew where my rubber cleaner was like last month, but this month I don't know. It's crazy. Alright, it's not over there. I got a fresh bottle of it too somewhere. Shouldn't be too hard to find. Okay. Alright, here's my fresh bottle. Good, found that. We'll use that. That way we can keep going. Alright. right, here is the pin guard rubber cleaner. Let's see here. Of course, we're right under the light here. Pin guard rubber cleaner, and that's from Pinball Life. It's just a clear liquid that is kind of like soap, really, but it works really good. Does kind of dry out your hands, but ouch. Get this bottle off here. Dad says my workspace is messy, but I know where everything's at all the time. Ah, nice. Go figure. Yep, I hear you. All right, this has got a foil top on it that I got to carefully pull off or puncture or do something. There we go. There it is. Bought this a few years ago, actually. Yeah, it smells like it's definitely got a small scent to it, but it's not chemical at all. It's not really perfumed either. I don't know how to describe it. It smells fresh. All right, so let's get this on here. Good, seems to work. Okay, rubber cleaner works super duper duper great. Just put a little bit of it on your towel. And I'll get this guy first, as he is black. And that's it. Now it's white. So, let's see if we can show that. Yeah, that's just from the plunger there. So, I'll just pull this guy off. These are Titan rubbers, these red ones, and they are great, especially in the flipper area. I love Titan rubbers for flippers. They are a little bit bouncier, but like somebody said in one of my videos, they hated the hard plastic ones, or ones that are kind of like hard plastic, so I tend to agree with them. And I'm going to rotate this around like 180 degrees, and I can catch more balls, you know, off the tip of the flippers than I ever could before. Boy, this thing's really dirty. But there's not really any wear on it. Alright. And it wasn't quite 180. I rotated it, I don't know, maybe 45 degrees. Alright, that rubber cleaner is good stuff, yes. And Marco sells something similar too. But here, I'll pull this guy off so you can show you guys how bad it is. And this is a super long rubber. I don't think I can even get this in Titan. But let's see here. It's a little tough with the light. Yeah, you can see how black that is right over here. So that's black, pretty much black. So I'll put a little bit of this on here. It doesn't make it exactly like new, but it makes it so much better. I might just replace these also. But these big slings, they're so sensitive. When I first adjusted this machine, I adjusted the gap close on the slings like I always do for all my other machines, and I couldn't flip the ball because the dang machine kept flipping it for me off the slings. All right, there's a black spot. I'll probably replace these. But hey, it's a good exercise to clean them, and it doesn't take much. Alright, so what that did, yeah. Alright, so what that did here is I've still got some dark stuff over in here, but it's just a little more like gray. It's hard to tell. The camera's kind of blowing out with the light here, but it's just a lot better, heck of a lot better. But what size is this anyway? This is newer rubber, so it'll be printed 3-inch. Okay. That one's 3, and these things are stretched tight. I played around with a lot of different sizes to try to figure out the best thing for it. 3. So I'll just grab a couple brand new 3-inchers. All right. Okay, post rubber. I like to have all kinds in stock, 3 inches. I think my first game I might have bought a kit for, but then I realized that like Pinball Life especially would sell, like if you buy 10 you got a discount, so it's like I just buy extras. Yeah, actually, all right, so here's the difference. See how well I can get this to show up. All right, let's see here. All right, oh, that's why. All right, let's go this way so this stuff's pointing toward the camera. Yeah, there you go. There's uncleaned one here, cleaned one in the middle, and then a new one right on the edge here. So, yeah, that's how black they get. Crazy. All right, so we'll put brand new rubbers on. These are actually getting now slightly old rubbers, so they're not quite as white as I like. But hey, is what it is. All right, yep, my switches are still nice and coppery looking. They've certainly patinaed a bit, but it's okay. Man, these things are so tight. Make sure they're in the grooves here. Thank you for logging in and keeping me company. I appreciate it. That's what I was hoping for. Okay. Let's see here. If anybody's got any questions, or comments, or anything, just let me know. Yeah, these are like super tight, but it's the way they got to be on here. All right, let's grab another paper towel here. There we go. All right, what diameter are these guys? I might use Titans here, depending on what they are. 1.5 inches. I thought I might have had those. Let's see what we got. It's printed on them, so... All right, that's 2. I may not have enough, but maybe I got 2 of them. Who knows? We'll see. That looks like 1.5 inches. 1.5 inches, all right. We'll change those out. Certainly should liven it up a little bit. Okay, excellent. Okay. All right, that is good stuff. Okay, moving on. Those are fresh, those are fresh. That's fresh, that needs to be cleaned back in the corner. A little bit of wax on there. Gotta get the back ones up by the arch here. Those get just as black. Good. Get the rebound rubber. All right, excellent. Get the wax off here. Good. I'm happy with that. When is MGC this year? Great question. Let's find out. April. End of April. Let's see here. There we go. Midwest Gaming Classic. Whoops, didn't want that. April 29th to May 1st. I will be there on that Friday night and Saturday till who knows when. Hopefully not too late, because I got to drive back. All right. Let's see. We'll try the old cleaner wax today. I've also got for this game, which I don't know when I'll install this, but I've got a different chime box to put in the back because the hole on mine is stripped over here. And it just works better when you got the correct hardware in it. So just easier for me to swap this whole thing out than to fix my other one. All right, what else do we got? Wax. Here it is. I knew I brought it over. I'm going to use Meguiar's Cleaner Wax today, and we'll see how it works. Or doesn't work. One of the two. All right. Okay, let's use one to put it on. It's no problem if you use too much, as long as you wipe it off. That's the main thing. You got to be careful around playfield switches and stuff. Mainly so you don't goober them up. Yeah, definitely some dirt right near the flippers. Oh yeah. Woohoo! So here's what we got on the playfield. So, yeah. That's all dirt from the playfield. And that's just, a few hundred plays. Because I had her pretty clean before MGC. And it was played, what, 200 times? 150? I don't know. But it did good. I don't think I had any problems with it. I never had to fix anything on it. So, really happy about that. All right. We will also put a brand new ball in it. I got some balls from Pinball Resource when I ordered parts for Silver Slugger over there. Bought 10 balls. And there I go, hitting that switch again. That's okay. Gotta clean them anyway. Oh, that looks so much better. Just bringing back the shine. Let's see it in the light. Yeah, still got some planking to deal with there, but that's okay. Alright. Oh wow, that is pretty grimy for a few hundred plays. Just coil dust? No, it's just from the ball hitting, the pop bumpers and stuff is what it is. Coil dust is underneath the machine because the dust goes down. So anything up above generally is not coil dust, but it'll just be from the ball hitting the pop bumpers and the ball, basically shredding. So, yeah. Alright. That's better. And the rubber, some of it's rubber. But yeah, I gave her a pretty good cleaning beforehand. But it happens. Okay, it's also important to... Yeah, that's the other thing too. Especially on a modern game, if you can't clean everything, let's say you can't clean a subway or something like that, like let's say Next Generation, it's got all those subways. If you can't clean those, you'll clean the top and any dirt that's in the subway just works its way up because the ball will pick it up as it travels there. So it's kind of a pain to fully clean a game. All right, that looks pretty good. Maybe do a little more detail right on here. And, you also get that grimy when, like, all on the targets, you can see where the ball hits it, and there's a line, a dark line. So, I'll just put a little bit on this cloth, wipe up the targets, because they have that little line on them. Just dirt track is all. But yeah, most of it's from the pop. I would say most of it's probably from the pop bumpers on this thing. There's 3 of them, and they cause a lot of ball wear. You know, it's a big metal ring slamming down on the ball. All right. How's your Godzilla holding up, Dodd? Have you had any issues with it yet? It's been working good. As you know, I'm hoping to get Cactus Canyon in a month. We'll see. No promises have ever been made, so I won't be like sad puppy dog or anything. Oh, I failed to clean the rubbers around here, so I will do that next. Okay. Super easy to clean these, but I didn't. There we go. Pretty. All right. Target faces look much better. All right, we'll get these back here too. I'm really curious to see how it's going to play tomorrow with these Titans in there. It's got just a little bit on them. We'll just hit the pop bumper rings and the skirts. Okay, had broken coil stops on 2 out of 3 flippers within 100 plays, but other than that, have been solid. Boy, I've really heard that from Slamtail Podcast. It's like, if you're serious about preventative maintenance, when you get the machine, you want to change out the coil stops with something else, and the balls. But my buddy Russ, he's an operator, and he just runs it. He doesn't run the games in the ground, keeps them very clean. But it's like, yeah, my coin box on Deadpool is filling up with metal shavings from the coil stops and whatnot. It's crazy. All right, we'll get in here. Yeah, like Firepower was the same way. You just rub down the center of the playfield and it'd be pretty dark, but it would play so much better after you did it. So I can see we got a dim light over on this side too. I'm gonna have to work on both those sockets. That's okay. Always something. So much better after you clean it though. Okay. I don't think they had a big batch of coil. I think it's just the quality of the coil stops. They just went, you know, and that's fine. They gotta, you know, make it to a certain thing. They just went with a certain brand or had their coil stops met, you know, built to a certain standard. It's always tough when I'm doing high speed to get around the pop bumpers, and I almost have to remove the wire forms. I always end up cutting myself. Taxi was the same way. I mean, I really kept that taxi super duper clean all the time, but it was so tough to do. Yeah, we definitely got like some metal specks here, just from the ball interacting with the pops. I can see it in the rag here. Got some black rings going on around the pop bumpers. And I don't have this high tapped or anything, so it's running original power. But yeah, you can actually see it. All right, 2,000 plays on Led Zeppelin, and the stops are still good, but has me checking every so often. There you go, nice. So here is, yeah, there's the one from, yeah, there we go. So that's just around the coils. It's not quite as black, but I can see some sparkly bits in there. Sure, some of it's chrome from the pop bumper rings, but they should be pretty good, actually. Yeah, they're shiny and stuff. I don't know if I probably put new ones on. Knowing me, I put new ones on this thing, so I knew I was keeping it. How are my lights up here? Okay, my 4 arch lights are still working, so that's good. It's actually light bulbs underneath the arch that, after they burn out, you never even know they're there. I mean, you just don't think about it, but when I pulled this game apart, it's like, oh, cool, it's got arch lights. And of course, they were all burned out. All right, we will also put a little bit of wax in the shooter lane. Okay. Now let's wipe it off. Okay. 2,000 plays, nice job. You know, it's like, when I get my Cactus Canyon, it's like, oh man, I hope I play it all the time. But realistically, I really don't do that. I mean, I'm going to stream it more, but I don't know, man. It's going to take me a while to get 2,000 plays. As I am not a guy that just kind of plays it again and again and again, but on stream, I really enjoy doing it. I enjoy your guys' company and feedback and everything, so that's fun. But, you know, to each their own. All right, man, this looks so pretty once I clean it up nice. All right, maybe I'll try cleaning that a little more. Hardest thing when you're first starting to wax a machine is not put too much wax everywhere and goober it all up in the posts and everything. That's hard not to do. Because I know I certainly did it enough. Alright. Jeff Teolis said something interesting about Zeppelin versus Rush. He said, Zeppelin is more of a competitor's machine where it's got deep rules and stuff, but there's not all that many easily achievable stuff in it for like the beginning player. To whereas he said Rush is, in his opinion, is a better game because it's got more of that easy to obtain stuff. And it's easier to explain to people. Oh, just shoot for the, you know, the time machine and whatnot. Whereas in Led Zeppelin, it's like you're going on for a while. So I thought that was interesting. Don't know if it's true, but hey, you know. All right, Dad says, I bought that machine new in the box to my buddy's house and left him to break it in for 8 months. Holy moly, nice. Good deal. Well, good plan on that one. All right, I'm going to scrub this area a little more. One thing nice about having the bright light overhead is I can see what might need more cleaning. I mean, because of course this area was really beat up on the game when I got it. I mean, not super beat up, but beat up enough. Alright. Let's try just doing a little fine polishing work here. Yeah, on these, I even went so far on this machine as the wires that stick up from the playfield, the rollovers, I polished those. Because they were black, just from age. And it's paid off. You know, nobody looks at this game and go, "Whoa, those wires are really nice." But it's one of my little philosophies in cleaning stuff, where I go, nobody's going to notice if you do the small stuff, but it adds to the overall impression of a machine. All right, that does not feel great. Try that, hitting that up again. He's got my Black Knight Sword of Rage now. Oh, nice. Does it have a topper on it? No problem if it does or doesn't. I'm just curious. Alright. I'm gonna polish this area. It just didn't feel as smooth as the rest of it. Alright. It's clean. Yeah, it's not as smooth. Plus my hands are mega dry, so like really dry. Can't imagine why. Alright. I think I'm going to call it good. We'll play a test game, and then we'll call it a night. Alright, yeah, I just didn't have the super energy to do the Legends Pinball stream, which I wanted to, but it's just kind of one of them things. And I also, not throwing any disservice to Ed, but with me doing pretty much all the videos, priorities change a little bit. That's okay. I enjoy doing them. Ah, yes it does. Got to have the topper with that machine. Oh, boy. Awesome. Congratulations. That is such an awesome topper. I don't know if I've actually seen one in real life, but I've seen some videos. All right, how are we looking here? We're looking good. All right, let me get one of the balls from Pinball Resource here. Apparently, I can't think of the name. Slam Tilt, they were telling a company to where to get balls from. Can't remember the name of it though, darn it. It's probably something balls, but... Admittedly, the balls I was using I got in bulk from Pinball Life, and I was told that they were not high quality. But it was at a time when there was a shortage, and it's like, okay, no big deal. I accepted them. All right, let's get some cleaner on that. Let's see what I think of them. I'm going to try my hand at actually polishing older balls. So I've been saving, before I would throw them all away, but I've saved probably 30. So, yeah. It's not perfect, but hey, I didn't pay a ton for these balls either. These weren't like $5 balls or anything. Yeah, about what I would expect. All right. Well, plenty of power on the flippers. All right. Okay, let me get the glass and put the glass on. I should probably clean it. Yeah, I can. Another thing I want to do with this machine is pull off the side rails and add on and change out the rails that hold the glass. These are aluminum, and they rub on the glass. And when you haul this in a trailer, in a car or something, you just hear the glass just grating against the aluminum. So one of them big projects. I was going to do it right before MGC, but that would be too big of a project. I started to take it off, and it's like I really need new nails, and it's going to be a mess. I might have to do something with the holes. It'll be interesting, but it'll be worth it when I'm done. That's the main thing. All right, there's my towels. And here's my Windex. We'll just use Windex. We'll just keep it easy here. All right, and yeah, you can see me back there. All right, cool. All right. Let's do a little quick clean on it. I don't believe I had any mechanical faults during the party, so that was good. Shuffle Alley worked amazingly well. I shouldn't say amazingly well, I'll just say it worked awesome. Alright, didn't have any trouble with it. Which I didn't expect any. Well, okay, I shouldn't say I didn't have any. Russ reported that he had 2 strikes, but it wasn't showing it on the machine, so I'm going to have to test for that. But that's okay. I don't mind that kind of problem. All right. For first place, I gave away one of those pinball books, a puzzle book. And for second place, I gave away a miniature trophy, which is made out of plastic. And for third place, I gave away hot tamale peeps. And Russ thought those were pretty darn awesome. He got third place. So I played, but I own the prizes, so I don't need to win. All right. Let's see here. All right, put the glass back on. Scrape. Scrape, 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 crunch. It was kind of interesting when Barricade came to the party, and see if we got any big reflections. We don't. Oh, that's good. I was talking about starting a major project, and he says, "Oh, you just finished one. You just did a flipper rebuild on Silver Slugger and whatnot." And it's like, after the party, I thought about it. It's like he's thinking those are major projects because he hasn't done those yet, and to him that's a major project, which is fine. Except for me, that's not a major project. That's like a 1-day, 2-day deal at the most. So major project for me is going through a machine completely. And I got 3 machines to do that to. All right. All right. Got everything clean now. We're gonna play this game out. Woohoo! Yeah, it'll be nice once those slings relax a little bit. I've never seen a hot tamale pizza before. Yeah, definitely. If you like hot tamale, the flavor, not hot. All right, it's not. I probably did say hot tamale. I'm thinking. I'm gonna grab them. I got some here. I'm pretty sure it is hot tamale. Is it Red Hots? I don't know. I forget. It's a candy. You know, like a red candy thing. All right, where are they at? All right, it is hot tamales. I was right. Ooh, hot tamales, fierce cinnamon. All right, I haven't opened these up yet, but I really liked them when I saw them. All right, so here we go. There we are. Peeps, hot tamales. There we go. Nice. Of course, with the red getting swamped out in the camera, you can hardly see them in there. But yeah, pretty cool. They are good. Because I like hot tamale candies. Alright. So I played this yesterday for the first time in like forever, since MGC, and I got 5,000 points, which is pretty good. I'm not going to be playing long if the slings don't let me play. Alright. We're going to end this stream when this game ends. It's not quite the action I wanted. Wild, that's good. Jack. Queen. Ah! Ooh, lucky. Alright. Last ball. Oh, come on. Help me out. Oh! Ah! 2,000 though, that's pretty good. Alright, cool. Thank you everybody. Thank you everybody for watching. I really had a lot of fun hanging out with you guys. Thanks for keeping me company. And check them out tomorrow, 10:30, something like that. And we will play this game. Nice and rattly. All right. Let's run over to... Thanks for watching. All right, we'll see ya. Except that I'm not hearing it. All right. Wishful thinking. There we go. Catch you tomorrow for sure. All right.